Good evening, everyone. Derek Clark here, coming live from St Andrews. Bear with me as I compete with the PA, which is blaring out Narrows Barclay behind me. But yep, we're here at St Andrews. Took an age to get into the stadium, so apologies for being slightly late. The media entrance was never ending at trying to get into the stadium here this evening, but we're here now. The Rangers team has dropped. We'll discuss that and notable omission as well. So without much further ado, let's fire up the team. This is how Rangers line up this evening. Liam Kelly is in goal. A back four. Interestingly, James Tavernier returns and skippers the side this evening. Leon Balogun and Clinton Enciala are the two central defenders, with Ridvan Yilmaz at left back. Mohamed Diamandi and Cole McKinnon in the middle, with Alex Lowry being the number 10 this evening, starting off in that position, with Ross McCausland and Rabi Matondo either side of Danilo. On the bench for Rangers this evening, Budenaukis, Barron, Dessers, Wright, King, Devine, Fraser, Rice, Curtis, Stevens, Allen and NCO. So a very youthful looking Rangers bench. No Connor Goldson in that matchday squad. By all accounts, what we're hearing is that he has agreed terms with another club. It is believed to be Aris Limassol, and they are expecting to announce a signing by the end of the week. So he travelled with the squad, Connor Goldson, but he doesn't feature as part of the playing contingent here this evening at St Andrews. So that is the Rangers team. I think the surprise in that 11, given the talk over the last week or so, is that James Tavernier starts at right back and he skippers the side as well. Of course, reports from Turkey suggested that he had already agreed terms with Trabzonspor. We did report in this morning's video when I was on with Joshua that they have signed a right back from Boa Vista. Could that put paid to Tavernier's proposed move to Trabzonspor? Who knows? According to reports, that he's already agreed terms as we reported, so it's up to the clubs to agree a fee. But that is probably a surprise to tonight's team, given the talk over the last few days. That's for sure. Good to see young Cole McKinnon and Alex Lowry in that starting 11. Big opportunity for the pair of them this evening. And Danilo starts up top instead of Cyril Dessers. So what do you make of the team, folks? Let us know in the comments. It's an interesting lineup, it's fair to say. I need to squeeze past here. There we go. Let us know what you think of tonight's team. Just to run through the Rangers substitutes bench once again. Very youthful looking. Budenaukis, Barron, Dessers, Wright, King, Devine, Fraser, Rice, Curtis, Stevens, Allen and NCO. So that is how Philippe Clement is lining up here this evening. That's loads of comments coming in, so we'll try and get to a few of them. William White with the points. Should have been 4-4-2 or 4-1-4-1-2 defensive. John McKean gets in touch. Evening, John. He says, hope we can put a decent performance in. Yeah, we are looking for a bit of an improvement from what we've witnessed so far in the pre-season friendlies. Ian Edwards says, where is Butland? I'd imagine he's getting the night off, Ian, by all accounts. So it's an opportunity tonight for Liam Kelly to do the best. So there's people walking by. Yep, you go. There we go. Had to breathe in there to let people walk by me, get to their seats. Rangers easy. Okay, will you guys be speaking to Clement post-match, Derek? That is the plan, buddy. Yes, we do intend to speak to the Rangers manager after tonight's game. It will be interesting to see what he has to say. I think I need to move here. There's so many people just trying to walk by. Let me just burrow this around. There we go. We're back. We're back in business, folks. Absolute nightmare here at St Andrews. Very old-fashioned looking ground, and it's one of those ones where you need to actually breathe in. You can see I'm hunched over here as well to talk on the screen. So, but we're back in business. Right, let's talk transfers. Of course, a lot of news throughout the course of the day. You'd have seen on the Rangers Review website that Rangers hopeful of concluding a deal for the Czech winger Václav Černý, the Wolfsburg winger, right winger, and he's had experience in the Eredivisie where he's played with Danilo, actually played with Sam Lammers as well. FC20 also featured for Ajax, so it looks like that one is closing in. How do you feel about that deal, folks? I think he's 26 years of age, isn't he? Czech winger, Czech international. So that looks like it will materialise in the near future. We will ask the manager about that when we speak to him after the game. It's also thought, as we touched on, Connor Goldson has agreed a deal. I think it is an exclusion from tonight's squad. Tells you everything you need to know. It's also thought that Sam Lammers has agreed a deal with FC20. Reports from the Netherlands suggest a deal worth in the region of €5 million. So, what do you make of that fee, Rangers? You happy with it? That sort of fee coming into the club. So many people trying to walk past me here. It's an absolute nightmare. But we're persevering anyway. So, what do you make of that? Let's get to some of the comments that are coming in here. Let's see. Somebody else trying to get by. Unbelievable. So, that was a big news of the day, of course. Lammers and Goldson look like they're on their way out of the club. Černý looks to be on his way in. So, interesting stuff. But that is the team for tonight, folks. Are you happy with that lineup? Big night, of course, for Clinton Enciala, alongside the experienced Leon Balogun. Interested to see how he gets on. Young lad, of course, only 28 years of age, but bit of a coup getting him from AC Milan, considering that they were really hoping to hold on to him. Let me just ban and delete an infiltrator on the chat. Taylor, it's good to have you tuning in, buddy, but a bit weird why you're tuning into the famous on a pre-season friendly, the Trevor Francis Memorial game as well. Francis says, what will that mean for Traore? Rangers are apparently interested in Adama Traore, the Ferencváros winger. Scored a hat-trick last night against the New Saints in the Champions League qualifier over in Budapest. Interesting player, Traore. I mean, 29 years of age. It looks like it would be one of he or Abdallah Sima, I'd imagine, that Rangers would be looking to bring in. The reports in Hungary suggested that Ferencváros would be looking for around €4 million, around £4 million for a Traore, which does seem a bit pricey for a 29-year-old. But there's been a host of players linked with Rangers, of course, in the transfer window already. So he won't be the only one, but it certainly feels like wheels are starting to move with regards to departures. But the Tavernier being included in tonight's lineup is a very interesting one. We will ask the manager about that when we speak to him afterwards. I don't think many expected to see Tav lining up in the starting 11 this evening. But what his future holds, who knows? We'll get an update afterwards, of course. Big night for Matondo and McCausland as well. Either side of Danilo. I think we're all looking to see a bit more in an attacking front from Rangers tonight. We've not really seen much. Dessers never had the best of games, it's fair to say. That's been kind at Murrayfield on Saturday. So, Danilo just coming back from that serious injury, that knee injury. So, I think it's going to need to be a little bit patient with him. We shouldn't expect too much. I think the jury is very much still out, even before he get injured, whether he can be the Rangers' answer up front. I said it before, I think it's overspent for him, but there's certainly a talent in there, and he's a better option for me than Cyril Dessers. So, Danilo starting up top. So, let's get to some of the comments that are coming in. Let's see here. Thomas says, any news on Scott Wright? Well, he's part of the substitutes bench tonight, Thomas, so there is interest in him from a host of teams in the Championship. Off the top of my head, I think it's Sheffield Wednesday, Preston and Derby that are have made inquiries already for Scott Wright. We're told that there are overseas clubs as well that are keen on him. So that's one certainly to keep an eye on. There are teams that are looking to take him away from Rangers. That aside, don't think there's any other news. Cyril Dessers on the bench tonight. I'd imagine he may feature at some point. Connor Barron, I'm really looking forward to seeing him. You'd imagine you'd see him coming off the bench at some stage of the game. Bailey Rice included on the substitutes bench. So he's someone that we mentioned this morning, of course, myself and Joshua, when we're going through that squad chart and the Rangers options that they have at Philip Clement's disposal. But good to see so many Rangers supporters earlier on in Birmingham Town Centre. Meandered up to the meeting place, the pub Snobs, I think it was, which was bouncing earlier. So many Rangers fans in there. Walkabout, there was so many as well, and a whole load of them dotted around pubs around Birmingham Town Centre. So good to see so many Rangers Review subscribers and viewers as well on my way up to the ground, which was fantastic to see. The programme, incidentally, for those of you that are into this sort of stuff, we do know it's the Trevor Francis Memorial Game. So Trevor adorns the programme, picture of him in his Birmingham days there, and of course in his Rangers days as well. So I've not had a good read of the programme yet, but nice cover of the programme, and it will be a wee emotional game tonight. Of course, the Memorial Trophy. Good thing that Birmingham and Rangers are doing to commemorate Trevor Francis. What a player he was. Right. Let's get to some more comments. Apologies if I don't get to your comment that's popped in on the screen here, folks. Let's see. John says, where is Zach Lovelace? Don't know is the answer to that, John. I'll try and find out for you, but you're not part of the squad here this evening, is Zach. And I've just seen that Philip Clement has been speaking on Rangers TV. So breaking news here for you, folks. There is a concrete offer for Connor Goldson. I allowed him to go to talk to them today. He was due to start tonight. We'll ask more after the game. So a bid has been accepted for Connor Goldson. He left the squad today to go and speak with another club. That club has not been named. We do know that there was a number of clubs interested in Connor Goldson. He ventured over to Cyprus, talks with Aris Limassol, of course, as we touched on. There is Saudi interest in Goldson as well. Of course, a few weeks ago, Birmingham City were credited with an interest with Goldson as well. It would be quite something if he's been omitted from the matchday squad to go and have a chat with Birmingham down here at St Andrews. But Connor Goldson, it looks like he is on his way out of Ibrox. The manager confirming that a bid has been accepted for Goldson. We're not entirely sure how much that is. We'll try and find out for you after the game, folks. So, Connor Goldson bid accepted. He was due to start the game this evening, but he's away speaking to another club about leaving Rangers. So, there you go. Right, that'll do us, I think. I think is there another infiltrator in the comments here? Let's see, I'll try and ban him. There we go. This guy will get banned. There you go. Don't need that sort of language on the pre-match build-up or any Rangers review show yet. So hopefully you don't come back, buddy. Well, you won't because you're banned. Straight red for Paul there. Anyway, so, it's myself covering the game. So we'll have the post-match reaction video to come. I'll try and get Stevie Clifford is down covering the game for Four Lads as well, and we'll try and get him on afterwards just to get his thoughts on the game. As we can hear the Rangers fans just cheering over to my left-hand side. The players have just came out from the tunnel. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and whirl it around, folks, instead of listening to me rabbit on. There is the Rangers team, which have just emerged from the tunnel over in the corner there at St Andrews. We've got to say, nice looking stadium. What I thought was lovely, I went over to the other side of the ground at the main reception. As I was walking in, Alex McLeish was just in front of me getting loads of pictures, stopped by loads of Birmingham City fans who, of course, hold him in high regard after his time here. He won them the League Cup back in the day. Himself was the manager. Barry Ferguson, of course, ran the show in midfield. So, a lot of Rangers connections here between Birmingham and with Rangers. And, of course, none more so than the great Trevor Francis, who we're commemorating this evening. Lewis says, any streams for the game? It's on Rangers TV, buddy. So if you want to watch the game, it is on Rangers TV. So you can have a watch of the game. Right, that'll do us there. Thank you for bearing with me, given if I had to sort of meander past people and compete with the blaring PA. But we got there in the end. That Rangers team, once again, folks, Kelly in goal, Tavernier, Balogun, Enciala and Rudvan. Midfield of Diamandi, McKinnon, Lowry, Matondo, McCausland, Danilo up front. Right, we'll speak to you later on. Enjoy the game. Bye for now.